Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna get straight into this video. Hopefully y'all can hear me. But yeah, I'm laying down in the bed. So any noise y'all hear around me is either the baby me rolling over or moving around, or them upstairs, because they make a lot of loud ass noise. But yeah, they walk over. But yeah, getting to the point. Now, y'all, somebody left I'm not, this is just me talking, getting off my chest or whatever. But somebody named Xiomara, I ain't going no further into names or whatever, left me a comment on one of my videos from like last year that I made about these apartments and expressing my opinion. Everybody else got the right to express their opinion, and this lady is Hispanic. If I'm thinking this is the right person, because like I said, I know somebody that used to live over here, which this person in the comments said, I'm gonna tell y'all what she said. She say, this is me putting it in my own words. She say, I used to live over there, talking about these apartments, and the water is good, because I was talking about how they turn the water on and off and on and off. Now, y'all, one side constantly has water. There's two different sides of the apartments. Both sides of the apartments have their own boiler system. So the side I live on is different from the other side. Now, if this is the same Xiomara that lived over here during that time I made that video, she keeps moving in these apartments, and she moved back out. Then she moved back in, and she moved back out. She'd have moved in several apartments over here every time she'd have been over here. Like, something that happened in one apartment, then she'll move on to another apartment, then she'll move out, and then she done stayed in several apartments. And I'm thinking she's back staying over here now. If I'm thinking it's the same one that lived down the way from me, down the sidewalk from me now. But she always speak to me. Her family speak to me. Her sister, I don't know, because there's so many of them. I don't know if she's Xiomara or her sister Xiomara, but one of them is. But yeah, the part that stuck out about that comment, he say, big nigga a lie. Big nigga, she just a lie. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, but ain't that kind of, I don't know the right word for it, but it's kind of like racist or somewhere in between racist and hateful, like a hate speech or something like that. I don't know the right word for it. And yeah, if y'all know the word for it, leave it in the comment section. But yeah, ain't it something wrong when a Hispanic person calls a black person a nigga, or when anybody calls somebody a nigga? And her sentence didn't make sense the way she typed it out. But she's so busy kissing them. If this is the right person, and y'all keep that in mind. I don't know if that's a different Xiomara, because sometimes Xiomara is, I guess, it depends on, I guess, the people or whatever. It can kind of be sometimes a common name if you want to name your child something unique and different. Basically, that's what I'm saying. But if I'm right, which I don't know if I don't know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if that's the same Xiomara that I'm thinking of. This lady, I don't know how old she is, but she's definitely not in her 30s. She's not in her 20s. And she's definitely not in her teens. So go a little bit above 30. We just gonna leave it at that. I'm just guessing. I'm not saying, because I don't know how old she is, and I don't even know if the person that commented that or left that comment is the same person that I'm thinking that live over here. Because I don't know her, but I seen her. Her name is Xiomara. Now, the one sister that don't speak, you know how, like, when you're walking by and you just say hi to somebody and keep going? It's on. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, that, I forgot what I was talking about. Ooh, hold on. Let me get it together. Y'all, my back is killing me. That's why I'm laying down. Otherwise, I'll still be up. But that's a whole nother thing. Why? But yeah. So I'm thinking, I know I probably said this before. I know I said it many times, but if that's the same Xiomara that I'm thinking, oh, that's what I was about to say. Y'all know how I like when you walking by somebody and either you or that person just say hi and keep moving just to be kind of cordial or to be nice, if that's what you want to call it. Well, I speak to her sister and her sister's family. Now I can understand the kids. They don't speak. I don't speak to people, kids alone, or like when they just by themselves. I speak to them unless they speak to me. Basically, kind of me in my mind and me rolling over. I speak when spoken to. I don't talk to nobody's kids. I don't talk to nobody, period. But definitely because I put myself in this situation. But how would I feel if an adult was talking to my child or even carrying a conversation? Like me personally, I'll be like, it's okay to hi and keep it moving. Or you can wave, or you can say hi and keep it moving. Or throw your head back, what's up, and keep going. But like me, if the kids say hi, I'll be nice enough to wave at them if they looking or say hi verbally. And I just keep going. I'm finna just stand there carrying a conversation with a kid because I don't want nobody carrying I wouldn't want anybody to be carrying a conversation with my child if that was me. But like I said, back to what I was saying, if this the same person that I'm thinking it is, the sister that's not cordial or nice, that gives me dirty looks, then and judging by the comment, you can tell by the last name, she's Hispanic. And see, my thing is, Hispanic people shouldn't be using that word, period. But they do. I don't care. It's like the Morgan Wallen situation. I don't care if you using it so-called as to be friendly, but black people's history with that word. We have a history. Our ancestors have a history with that word. I don't care how you spell it, how you put it. Yeah, some of us use that word. But yeah, like I say, some of us use that word both ways. Either way it go, nobody should be using that word. They need to take that word out of, I was gonna say out of the dictionary. And they ain't even in the dictionary, but out of the hood dictionary or whatever, ghetto dictionary. Because people were like, well, if y'all use that word, then it should be okay for everybody to use that word. Well, if nobody uses that word, then nobody else can use that word. So, my thing is, that word needs to just stop being used altogether. Even between two black people. Even between two white people. Even between two Asians, two Hispanics. Even from an Asian to a Hispanic. Even from an Asian to a white. Or however it goes, just like that. Even it just needs to be stopped being used, period. But that's neither here nor there. That's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Like I keep saying, I'm going to continue to say, and that's what I live by. And everybody has a right to their own opinion. Or an opinion, period. But it just kind of bothered me a little bit. And I done already reported and deleted that comment. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to do tit for tat and go report their whole page because I didn't even screenshot them leaving that remark. I just deleted the comment. So basically, I don't have no proof. So, I'ma just, like my mama always told me and my grandma always told me, give it to God and let God handle it. So, I'ma just leave it to God after this video. I'ma just give it to God and go and continue to live my life. I'm not gonna let that one person that has the devil in them that is trying to get me to go back and forth with them, is trying to bait me to stoop down to their level, as my mama would say. I'm not fit because two wrongs don't make it right. This person's trying to get under my skin and argue with me. And I just watched a video about that not too long ago. I think it was like January, February, or something like that. That this lady was saying that her husband was telling her, because she said people leave negative comments on your Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media you use, and that includes YouTube too. Sometimes you just gotta look over that. Sorry, y'all, that was Facebook. Somebody left me a message. But yeah, so you just gotta be the bigger person. Somebody gotta be the bigger person and take the high road. Somebody gotta be like, I'm not finna respond to your comment because two wrongs don't make a right. And in this situation, that's what I choose to do. That's the road I'm not finna choose another Facebook message. But I'm not about to, cause that person is way down here. I'm not about to go down there to her, because in that situation, if I take myself and go down there with her, I'm gonna look like a fool too for entertaining her stupidity. So, like I say, it's the whole thing with me. If you ain't got nothing nice to say to nobody, don't say nothing at all. Because that video, like I say, if you don't like something that somebody says or a way that somebody feel or somebody else's opinion or the way that somebody carry themselves, then just don't talk to that person. Or in this case, this video, just don't comment on it. And that's what I was saying, me and the lady was talking about in her comment section. I was saying that her husband is rightful with the way he said it. I just took it and put it in my own words. So to make it more understandable and relatable to myself, I just told her, I said, well, if somebody don't like you, how you live your life, what you doing, your opinion or whatever, then that's that person. Because that person, somebody don't like their opinion. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. Everybody is entitled to say what they want to say, feel how they want to feel, do what they want to do. We're all born on this earth to be different. We all put on this earth to be our own person. We're meant to be us. We're not meant to be somebody else or fit in with the crowd. We're not meant to be what somebody else thinks how we should be, live our life how somebody else think we should. So back to me in this situation, I'm not finna stoop down to that level. I'ma just pray for her, like my mom say, just pray for her, put her out of my mind and keep living my life. Because why would I let that one person who God knows what that person got going on in their household, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and vice versa. She don't know what I got going on, and mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, or whatever. I mean, if that's the same person that lives here, the same CMR that lives here now, that's back living over here, like I say, I don't know, because this person's profile picture is not an actual face, and if it is, I didn't pay attention long enough or make it bigger or go to their page long enough to see who it is. And then too, if it's that same person that lives over here now that I'm thinking it might be, I'm not saying it is, but it might be, she's kind of too old to be picking at somebody younger than her. Well, she looks to be too old. I don't know how old she actually is. Like I've been saying, I don't know how old she is. But honestly, I don't care about, I know it sounds harsh, but I don't care about what she got going on, because one, I don't know her. Two, at the end of the day, her life and what she does in her life has nothing to do with me. It's not none of my business. It's not none of my concern. And the same thing goes for her when it's flipped and it's concerning me. What I do with my life and what she's telling, what she is hearing, if that's the same person I think it is, I don't know. And I'm going to say that once again. But if that is, what she thinks she might know about everybody or might know about me or the next person might not be actually true. And like I told my mama the other day, I say, when people hate the other person so much or dislike the other person so much, you never know, you and that person, the person that you hate, can actually have so much in common. You'll never know until you take the time to put your hate aside and see that person in another light. You and that person might, you never know, if you just take the step to talk to the person, you and that person might actually get along. You might be like, well, dang, I didn't know he or she was so sweet. He or she was so nice. I didn't know me or him. It could be something as simple as, oh, we like the same kind of car, or we like the same color, or hey, I didn't know that me and that person both have the same amount of tattoos, or we might have one tattoo the same. But hey, you never know, because people nowadays are so filled with, oh, I hate this person. Oh, I don't like this person. They quick to say, well, I can't stand this person. Oh, and I'm not saying I'm not a saint. I'm guilty of doing it too. Because I've seen her help myself many times saying that I don't like this person. Oh, I can't stand this person. I try not. And I say try not. It's hard, but I try not to say I hate this person. Because we're all the way I was raised. That's not saying for everybody else. I can only speak for me. The way I was raised, I'm a child of God. And what was taught to me by my parents and me going to church is, growing up in church, is that God don't want us to hate anybody. He didn't put that bone in our body. We got that here on earth. We learned that. So if we're a child of God, God don't hate none of his kids that's down here on earth. And if we're so God-fearing and Christian-like and whatever religion you celebrate or practice, then we shouldn't have that in our body either. We shouldn't be like, oh, I can't stand this person. I hate this person or that person or whatever. I mean, it's just society put that in us. We learned that here in our surroundings. We picked that up off our surroundings or whatever. So I'm not going to carry this video too long. I'm not going to make it last too long because my back is hurting and I'm just going to lay here and watch videos and chill. I just want to come and get that off my chest and just talk about it, because I'm the type of person, when I talk about something, if something bothers me and I talk about it, it makes me feel better. It makes it, well, it might not make it feel a lot better, but it makes it more easier to deal with. Whereas you got people out there that if something bothers them or something makes them mad, they can write about it and they'll feel better. Or some people can, so when they sew, it makes them feel better. When they clean up, it makes them feel better. When they do whatever. When they drive, you got some people that like to drive. When they drive in silence and they think, that makes them feel better to themselves. Sometimes that's me too. Or sometimes I'll don't want to drive. I'll just go get on the bus and just ride. That makes me feel better. Listening to podcasts, listening to music, it's just whatever makes you feel comfortable and able to deal with that situation. Just do it. Even if it's like, I don't know, whatever. Just do whatever makes it easy for you to deal with whatever you going through. And for me talking about whatever I'm going through makes me feel better. But like I say, I'm going to end this video. I'm going to pray for Xiomara. And I'm just going to pray for everybody. Like I always been doing. I'm going to pray for her. And I'm going to continue my life, living my life the way I've been living. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed night. God bless y'all. And stay safe. I understand that Texas, where I live, is lifting a mask mandate. So y'all just be careful and still practice y'all social distancing, and it's up to y'all if y'all want to wear y'all mask or not. But if y'all from another state and y'all still wearing masks or whatever, and y'all governor haven't took it off, just practice y'all safe social distancing and stay safe. And I will say stay prayed up. I'll pray for y'all. Y'all pray for me. Good night, y'all.